Mike. Mike, I'm gonna wrap this thing up before you have your thing. I'm only gonna cut these 2 joints, I think. Can y'all hear me? This is a little longer than this. I don't even know if Heather's in the chat. Oh, nah, Mike, I haven't seen your message yet. It's on that other phone, man. I'll check it as soon as I get out of here. Shoot, I just lost my mark. Sorry, microphone. I'm gonna put the microphone up here. Man, I keep making layout marks and not being able to see them. See, I've been dropping stuff all day. Oh, I broke a piece off my ruler. So, Mike, if you want to tell us, I'll just read it, man. I'm not going to make you tell any personal stuff on here. Let me see what you just said. I have considered that, Mike. Like the one you made is really nice. I wish I had one like that. I probably have one on my Amazon wish list, but money's super tight. Especially we ship that all that stuff. But I know they go for like $7 to $10. I can't see the marking knife lines very well, if I'm being honest, Mike. But I do know that that's a more accurate cut. I am aware of that. Wow, that blew out a lot right there. Look at that. But not. I shouldn't have tried to adjust that side. Look, it won't even pierce it with my chisel. It's crazy. Man, wonky. Arnold, welcome, Arnold. Welcome, Arnold. Appreciate you being here. Do this one while I'm over here. I'm gonna try this a different way though. I didn't see the question, sorry. Thank you, Mike. Right now I'm working on the railing. Oh, you're okay, Heather. This is how I should have done the last one, I think. This leverage is way better here. Big dog, what's up, man? One sec, wife is calling, says Mike. I think I got a sec. Rumpelstiltskin, welcome, member Rumpelstiltskin. So happy to have you. Hope that's enough support wood in there. Wow, I feel the blowout wood on the bottom. It should have come from both sides. So this is gonna have to be the top. A lot of blowout down there. Could have been the Forstner bit or the leverage or something. That's ugly though. We're gonna do this delicately from both sides. Do me a favor, folks. If you're having a good time, double tap that. It's actually not a dovetail in this case. This is gonna be a tenon, but it does have a little curve to it. Should have done this first, guys. I want to let you know that. I should have gone and done a stop cut on both sides. I wouldn't have blown out any wood. So, lesson learned from that. If I would have done this first, I wouldn't have that look on the other side, but it's okay. We're going to hide that on the bottom side of the rail and sand it a little bit probably. Not much else we can do. We're gonna have to clean this one up a lot, I'm afraid. See that blowout? It's unfortunate. Shameful, but it's how it is, you know. Since we don't got another 1x3, we got to work around that. No problem, we'll deal with it. Nah, this don't look right. Three eighths. All right. 3/8. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday to everybody. Glad to have you here. Right now we're just kind of sloppy. I do my best work in the morning, I think is what the problem is here, but we need to continue this onto the other side. So I'm just gonna transpose these layout marks. Yeah, Mike, I probably could use, if he's still in the chat, I probably could use a knife. I probably said that a bunch of times too. I used to have one. Or a pin that came in my little, I also need a marking gauge too. I don't have one of those either. Mike said, new development I am researching, think they found diaries from Italy confirming a straight up fist fight between Michelangelo and Da Vinci. I'm not surprised about that. Not surprised at all. Those guys were pretty fiery. I can tell you that the composer Hannon, who wrote Hallelujah, you know, the Messiah, he once hung somebody, a concert hall guy, owed him a bunch of money. He was like 6'4", Hannon was, and he didn't play around. He lived in London, and he hung this dude out the window by his feet until he promised to pay him. Hallelujah, hallelujah. That was that dude. Ooh, I like this mallet, man. This mallet don't play. You gotta do what you gotta do. Michelangelo, but I already told you. I painted the ceiling. You painted the floor. Never mind. Let's be friends and go eat some spaghetti. That's Michelangelo and Leonardo. That's how they worked it out over a bowl of spaghetti. I lost 40 viewers with that joke. I'm here all week, folks. Literally. Yes, I thought that's exactly what he sounded like too. That's what I was told. Thank you, smart ass. Never mind, Leonardo. Let's get some pizza and forget all about it. No big deal. It's Geppetto's workshop. Sorry, Bad Dragon. I gave up on the curb rail. Couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. At least not now. My brain can't handle it. It's too much. Going to be a straight rail today. When I saw straight rail, I was just so happy. I'm going to do something with that piece of curved wood. I just don't know what it is yet. I need to put this closer to that fulcrum. Do me a favor, folks. Take that finger and go right on that like button, right on the screen. This is a situation you probably want to put a piece of wood under this. To be honest, to avoid any further blowout. Rumpelstiltskin back, Dragon. Welcome. Yeah, sorry, Bad Dragon. Nah, I wasn't. I don't think I was almost there. I kept feeling like I was almost there, and then as soon as I made an adjustment, another part of the curve was off. So, I mean, I might still try to do it, but I gotta have a rail that's safe for kids. I can't be playing around with design that's going to compromise the structure or going to be difficult to shore up, you know. But man, I appreciate that I feel bad for not sticking it through, but there is a point. I gave myself a limit. I said, I'm going to try this next one, and if I don't feel like it makes anything better, I'm going to use a straight rail, you know, and try curves again some other time. That's right. It was almost Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turns out Van Gogh painted some pictures before he cut his ear off, you know. You might have heard some. I'm just playing. True story. Vincent van Gogh, his mother, he was from the Netherlands. He did his painting in France, but Vincent van Gogh's mother named his older brother Vincent also, but he died as an infant. Every day, Vincent van Gogh's mother took him to go visit his infant brother's grave. And the infant brother had the same name. So imagine visiting a grave with your own name on it every day. That was his childhood. A mother in perpetual mourning over somebody with the same exact name as you that you're being measured up against. So maybe that explains some of his torment. He had a weird childhood. A couple hundred years between Leonardo and them and Van Gogh, though, for sure. Let me get to the bottom of this chat. Raja, what does Raja say? Please do sub to Raja's channel. We love Raja. Raja, thank you for being here. Somebody, if you're out there, definitely sub to Raja's channel. We love Raja up in here. Thank you, Raja. Welcome to Dad's Workshop, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Calvin. I think this may be a members only chat right now. I do not know for sure. Definitely consider becoming a member. But if you can't do that, subscribe, like this video, and share it with somebody. That's how this channel grows. Hey, I'm known for picking up grand projects and not finishing them because I'm moody. I'm just kidding. I finished my projects. Who we got in the chat? We got Rumpelstiltskin saying, Heather, yup, he left a lot unfinished, known to take grand projects but not finishing them because of being moody. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Friday night, y'all. Just to be sure. Robert G. Straight out of the forest of West Virginia. It's Robert G. Straight out of the mountains. Only a little bit above that line here. Not a great fit, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Robert G said, why am I starting a new one? Well, that rail frustrated me. I worked on it for a long time, as you may know. And I reached a point where I said, if I cannot get this to work on this next go, and I was adjusting, and I needed some reference points. I made some mistakes in the process, and unfortunately, man, what it resulted with was I decided to just pass on doing that, move on to making a straight rail, add some embellishments to it, make it easier, simplify the design. My right leg here, not my literal right leg. No, I didn't steam bend it. I haven't made my steam bender, so let me read that question so the chat can hear it. Question by Bad Dragon was, did I steam bend the curved one? No, I don't have a steam bender yet. That's my next big project, actually. That's not right there. That's not right. I can tell right now that's not right. I see. Huh. Let me go back a second. So thank you for the good question, Bad Dragon. Yeah, I was tired of fighting the curve one. And then we got a new thumbs up. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Robert G said, next time you do a curved one before carving, add mortises through it, then carve, then you could just adjust the size of the upright to be even once they are added to the rail with tenons. Thank you, Robert G. That's a great tip, man. Friend of the program, Robert G. Yep. You know, I'm not going to say I failed, but I definitely reached an impasse where I was struggling. I think you guys, some of the stuff y'all don't understand is that it's not just as simple as the timbers were curved. They were also not of uniform width, right? The curve varied in width. Yeah, this pencil's awesome. One of my viewers bought it for me. I can't remember if it was Daniel Gandar or Ruiz, because they came in like the same day or around the same time. Pencil's awesome. All right, so we're gonna do stop cuts first here. Didn't do that last time. I'm gonna start perpendicular to the grain here. The reason we do these lines against the grain first is because when we hit with the grain, it's going to want to split all the way down. So if we do this, it'll prevent that from happening. It's a sequence you have to follow. If you're using hand tools, if you're routing stuff out, you don't have to worry about it, you know. Yeah, I have colored actually. I'll use those for my next one, Bad Dragon. I'll show them to you. I got red and I have yellow. Yeah, Bad Dragon said I can get color replacements from my pencil, which I have. I have reds and yellows. That's a little shy. This one should really be right here. That Dragon said I only got the gray to try them out. Mine came in like a little nice box and stuff. I think we had them on the Amazon wish list, and they one of those two guys. I want to say it was Gandara that got me the pencil, because he was like, "Why are you not using the pen?" I was not used to it yet, so at first I was reluctant to use it. What I'm doing with this speed square right now is I'm taking my pencil tip and putting it in the 3/8 mark, making sure it's straight. And then I'm pulling, oh, see, I broke my lead. Hold on, I got more. A lot of things you can do with a speed square. I don't know how many people have spent time talking about all of them. All right, here we go. We're gonna put the tip back into 3/8. There's like a little imperfection right there. That's enough for me. And then from the other side, 3/8. Let's see if that blew out. Ah, it didn't blow out. Look, see how it did go past the stop cut? It's exactly what we want. Uh-oh. Bad Dragon said, I only got the gray to try them out, but he also said it's got all sorts of secrets. He's talking about the speed square, of course, not me. I have no secrets. Hey. Not there. Wes does it. Welcome. Said adjust bow tie. Appreciate you. I'm focused. I've gotten into the habit of not going into live streams too late. I don't like to cut into other people's late afternoon or evening audience. Oh, I said hi. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Sorry about that I took so long to say hi. I do get focused as a result of my ADHD. Appreciate everybody being here. Appreciate everybody. Getting these grain side, the rip side of these is the tricky part. Like the perpendicular sections are easy to get. It's these sides here, especially on the 1x3 where you're like really not working with much wood. You got to be careful not to remove excess. So that's what I've been focused on here. Trying not to take any of the tiny bit of support wood this has left. But I do appreciate everybody being here at Dad's Workshop. My name is Calvin. I should have said that a while ago. I apologize for that, and I appreciate everybody choosing to be here on this lovely September night, Friday night. Probably popping off at the high schools with all the high school football games and all that. If you're from the country, that's where everybody goes. Here in the States, this time of year. It's definitely football weather for sure. Ben, not a good spot, buddy. Thank you, Wes. I'm a dynamo. You're right. Thank you so much. Oh, you were talking about Heather. Sorry. What do we got in the chat? Wes Does It said, hey, Robert G. Wes Does It said, hey, Bad Dragon. Wes Does It said, I like it, Heather. Thanks, said Heather. I'm reading a children's book to you, so I say, thanks, said Heather. Hey, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Here's my call to action, folks. This is what I need you to do. First of all, if you like hanging out with us, like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend, and post a comment. That's what I need you to do. 4 things. Magic 4 things. Wes Does It's in the chat. Subscribe to his channel too. Bad Dragon. Y'all got channels? Brian Noker, it's been a minute. Welcome back, Brian Noker, friend of the program. I believe from the great state of Arkansas. Am I right, Brian? Or are we in Mississippi? Somewhere down deep south of the United States of America. That's a better fit than the other one. Neither of them looks deliciously perfect, but thermal rifle with drone support. Welcome back, Brian, who just took a field trip to Utah. I'm just kidding. That was bad taste. That was in bad taste. I'm gonna get canceled for that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wow, that one's even tighter than the other one. How'd that happen? 2 more rails got to go in here. And then these are going to be curved. I'm going to curve these uprights. I know, you guys like the curved one better. I'm sorry. But we're going to make this look good. It's going to be how we design it and what kind of curves I cut into it. That's what's going to be what gives it a personality. The joinery here is just for function here. Got a field dressing. Man, field dress that son of a bitch. True story, my uncle killed a bear in the Boundary Waters. That's the waters between Canada and Minnesota. Probably already told the story. Never mind. Y'all don't like Calvin stories. No dad stories. It's the same thing, Brian. You just take a, you don't, sometimes people cook pig with the skin on and they'll just slice it laterally. The skin's really tough. It's the same thing that you would do with any other animal. Start with gutting it by cutting its sternum with some loping shears, man. Pull them ribs apart, get the guts out. First thing. Yeah, the cracklings are good, Wes. I agree with you. Those are good. So those are really hard to the bite. That skin that's that outside layer, man. Pig's got a really tough outside layer of skin. It's the same though as any kind of, I mean, it's really close to human skin. Pigs, you got to be careful with for sure hunting because their ribs and wild feral pigs, they grow this gristle like that regular pigs don't have in the rib cage, and you can fire some rifles won't even penetrate that. Yeah, well, cracklings are like the outside skin. Bad Dragon said pork rinds is the skin. Pork rinds is like the little interior fat. Pork rinds all fat, so fried fat, right? Interior dermis. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not a doctor or a vet. But then the outside skin is like a rubbery texture. That's what you make the cracklings with. Yeah, you should. If you know, that is one time I would say hunting with an AR is appropriate. Otherwise, I'm like, well, but if you got pigs, those pigs can kill you so easily, dude. You want to talk about hunting something that might be hunting you? The bears don't even do that. Pigs will eat you. Some of them pigs out there too be 700 pounds. I mean, they're exceptionally big. Terrible for the environment. Hunting them don't work though. You have to trap them. That doesn't. Hunting doesn't. A sow can produce a litter every 6 weeks, I think. So imagine how many pigs are born in the wild like that. Sow gives birth to piglets something like every 6 weeks, if I'm correct. Yeah, my uncle killed this bear in the Boundary Waters with a bow and arrow. It was a 200-pound black bear, but you couldn't use powered boats, and he was like 60 miles rowed in. He was a serious hunter. It was on a solo hunt, you know. He had to row this black bear back like 60 miles. He was closer to Canada than the U.S. But the Boundary Waters would be technically U.S. territory. Yep, that 30-aught. Going again next Wednesday. In my collection, I got a 30-aught. 308 too. I used to love my 30-30, but I gave that to my brother. I had a little lever action 30-30 Marlin. Loved that thing, dude. Loved it. Let's check this chat. Check a chat. What's going on in the chat? That's the biggest. Like, there's another one called the Patriot that's around that big. That's made by Mossberg, the Mossberg Patriot. Similar size to that rifle. Actually, a 3.36. Really? Wes says he killed bears, but then he said he never fired a. Yeah, no gun chat, not. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on the good algorithm. Yeah, I loved my lever action, dude. Oh man, I loved that. I told Nick if he doesn't store that thing properly, please give it back. I would definitely. It was my favorite rifle. But he turned 40, so I gave it to him, man. That's a sacrifice because I really cared for that. I taught in the country too, so kids would come in talking about this stuff completely innocently. They just, you know, they would have been hunting for the weekend, and it was just conversation that they had. If they were in the suburbs talking like that, they would get suspended. But you know, I didn't mind engaging. Like, education is always okay. I always encourage all kinds of conversation, man. Most of the kids in class have someone, you know, who hunts in their family. If they never hunted, they fished, or they had someone in their family who did. I got my dad his lifetime license so he could take me out, because in Virginia, if you hunt on national forest, which is where I like to hunt the state lands, national or state forest. Even driving out into the land, if you don't have a hunting license, you can get tagged for that. So I had to get my dad a license, basically. off of his veteran status, but he still, I had to put him through a bunch of stuff to do it. But anyway, that was so he could even carry me out to my hunting spots where I camp. And I would go out there in the summer and scout a little bit. Only turkey outside. I prefer turkey hunting. That's by the way, my preferred. If I had a turkey call, I'd show you how good I am at it. A mouth call, not a hand call. I'm country, man. People don't understand that. Yeah, there's fishing, there's hunting. This is all kind of in the same neighborhood. I want to trout fish. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to have hung out with y'all tonight. We're going to finish making this banister rail on a different live. I'm going to say goodbye so that other folks that I know can do their live stream unimpeded. And we'll continue this project later. It's coming around, I think. I'm going to put it up here and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. We can do that. And then once I add some curves and the other banisters, I think it's going to be nice. I want to sand it down almost round, but I'll show y'all later. Yes, as far as the straight beam, Wes said, did I get what I was trying to work out? Yes, definitely on the straight beam. As far as the tenons going through and things like that, I'm setting it up on the bed right now. It looks like it's going to be okay. It doesn't look good as it is. It's going to have to be altered to look nice. It's going to have to be sanded and shaped and carved at. We can do all of that because we have fun doing that stuff on this channel. This is Dad's Workshop. We are going to make that thing artistic. We're going to do a lot of the same things we did with the curve. Like I'm going to go through and carve stuff in it so it looks sweet. I don't want it to look like some boards up on a rack. I want it to look nice. Shout out to Wes for the awesome mallet. Wes does it. Love this mallet. I don't see any single imperfection with this mallet. I'm going to tell you that right now. Nothing. Sorry for derailing. Nah, you didn't derail nothing. Conversation. Hey, you moved the chat. Thank you for moving my chat. Thank you for moving my chat, Brian Noker. I want to encourage everyone who is not a member to become a member. $2.99. We do members only chats a lot. This is an open chat, I think, here. But we do members only chats, and a lot of them. So it's mostly members only conversations going on. Appreciate everybody being here. Love y'all. And I wish you the very best possible weekend that you can have. Tune in to any of these folks. Wes does its channel. Brian, I don't know if Brian has a channel. He kind of just hangs out. We got Bad Dragon in the house. All my members, thank you. And the mods, Noker's a mod. Heather, Robert G, member Robert G. Mike is making stuff. Let's see else. Who else? That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to leave on a high note here. And I will see you all next time. Dad's Workshop. Love y'all. Do the next right thing.